We're live here with Deary Veary. Deary Veary, say a word. Say hello. Say hello.
Take a note.
I said say hello.
Say hello, hello. Who am I talking to?
Well, what's that? Well, maybe your great grandson. Maybe whoever.
What?
I said maybe your great grandson. Maybe whoever.
Oh, really?
So we're gonna. Oh yeah, Rivers. That's right, Rivers Chamberlain Smith, son of Jean Marie and Rory. Okay. Now we're gonna read where we left off. I think last time we were in Let's see, where were we? We end last time.
Well, what are they?
I'm looking at the last video we did, which was Genesis 3. Now we're going to read Genesis 4. And here we go, Genesis 4 of the Bible. Right?
Buy one,
Well, don't read the
get
ads.
one free.
Yes, you wait. Hey, you got good eyesight. You can read that from here?
Huh?
I said you've got good eyesight. If you can read that from there. Okay. And Adam knew Eve his wife. And she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. Right? And she bare his brother Abel. So Cain and Abel. You remember those two? And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of the flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. So whose offer did the Lord respect, Cain or Abel's? You've got to pay attention, dear. Maybe you can't hear me. One, two. Buckle your shoe and get a little closer here. Get a little closer so you can hear me. All right. And Adam knew Eve, his wife. This is Genesis of the Bible. Mm-hmm. So Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, Cain and Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. He was a farmer, see? And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lies at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. He's saying, if you don't do good, you're going to do bad. You're going to do the will. You're going to do sin. You're going to do sin's will. It says here, why are you angry? Why is your countenance fallen? If you do well, will not your countenance be lifted up? And if you do not well, sin is lying at the door, and its desire is for you. But you must master it. So God is giving this advice to Cain. Why are you depressed? Why are you down? If you do well, your countenance will rise. You'll be happy. But if you don't do well, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you. This just blows away all the psychology arguments of, oh, I'm all the excuses. No, do well. Countenance will rise. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came about that when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and he slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, God that is, he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from your hand. When thou tillest the ground henceforth, it shall not henceforth yield up unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face I shall be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. You notice he doesn't feel bad about murdering his brother. He's crying about himself, see? Mm-hmm. He doesn't feel bad about murdering his brother. So he's not repentant, doesn't seem like here. Cain said unto the Lord, It's too hard for me. And the Lord said unto him, Well, therefore, whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain. And, let's see, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod. The land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Arad, and Arad begat Mahujael. And Mahujael begot Methusael. And Methusael begot Lamech, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives. Only one wife heretofore. But Lamech took unto him 2 wives, the greedy beggar. And the name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and the organ. Musicians, you see. And Zillah, one of his wives, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. He was a metal worker. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. So he did murder as well, or at least he killed them. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God, she said, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. And he began, and then, this is key, and then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. They were lonely, they were lost. And that is Genesis 4. What'd you think? Shower time, huh? Mm-hmm. Shower time? Mm-hmm. Okay.